Hey, Purple people, thank you for joining us for another review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Mezco 112, the Decapod Gang, Purple Gang Gang style. This is the latest offering from Mezco 112 Company, the Rumble Society Decapod Gang, the two brothers, the Carboune brothers to be exact, Clyde and Dingy. But you don't want to just take a look at this fantastic photo that I'm quite certain was taken by our friend D Amazing. Why don't we actually take a look at the actual box art and let's get into this review. So, step right up, taking a look at it. We got the very front of the box. You'll see the two brothers side by side. On the side, we got the stylized Decapod Gang. On the back, a wanted poster. Yeah, it gives you kind of an idea of what we're in store for. Maybe, maybe not. And then when we rotate it around to the other side, nice little image of them holding their Tommy guns. And that brings us to what about the top of the box? Oh, is that Doc Nocturnal? And the bottom of the box, yeah, it looks like they're ready to do some business. But it doesn't just stop there. This is another great shot. You've got them just sitting there in their chairs with the little Decapod gang behind them. Doc Knock's up there on the rooftop. I think this was meant to be orientated a different way. Yeah, that would make the image look a little better. And then on the internal box or insert, you got them holding a young lady hostage. And that makes more sense. That's why Doc Nocturnal's about to bust in through the skylight and wreak havoc. But this is what we got. This is the top insert. It's going to have the two brothers there and the mandible inserts, which we'll get to this. Directly underneath that, you're going to see the second tray, which has got the 19 of the 21 interchangeable hands, the shotgun, the semi-auto, the pistol, the revolver, the blast effects, and on the bottom tray, we've got the stands and hey, looks like I forgot a tray, but we'll get back to that. But yeah, as I mentioned, 21 adjustable hands. You got the revolver. You got the 45 style pistol, little submachine gun. There's the mandibles off the side. We got dynamite. We got a breakdown sawed-off shotgun. We got a lot going on. And look, we got cigarette effects. There's 3 different cigarette effects. And the reason I'm leaving this stuff in the tray, folks, is I lose those. Like those 2 sunglasses, guarantee you, would be lost. The blood effect for a damaged head would be lost. That's just me. Doesn't necessarily mean that's you, but in the past, I've lost little Mezco parts. And actually, we'll go to the next part here. We got the multiple blast effects and insert to the end of the weaponry. The dual drum Tommy machine guns, which are just absolutely beyond cool. The bullet effects that will blast out of the side of it. They really outdid themselves here on the weaponry, I'm not going to lie. And then there's Fredo, the mantis shrimp up top. We'll talk about him later. And of course, you can't forget the fedoras. The fedoras are in there. Yeah, these are some dapper dudes. And as I mentioned, they come with the 2 stands, the 2 stand holders, and these are the soft goods that are in the bottom of the tray. They both have 2 black wired overcoats. But let's take a look at the 3 head sculpts that come with these guys. So both of the brothers, they have different head sculpts. One's a little thicker than the other. And the mandible inserts will actually work with either one of them. You have the wide and the smaller, kind of more of an angry face. One face to me looks a little more serious. One looks a little more angry, just right off the bat. Really love the detail, the etched into the crustaceans. Very realistic looking. And then you have this one. This is the damaged head. Looks like it's taken a shot or been bludgeoned. I'm not sure which, but yeah. And the blood effect just pops right into that cavity. Take a look at the instructions. It'll give you a little better details on how to properly orientate this. But yeah, it looks like he just took a shot or got bonked in the head. I mean, I guess the possibilities are endless. Oh, okay, so you rotate it around this way, and then it pops in, and that's how it looks. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Yeah, absolutely. And so this is the proper way. After looking at the instructions, this is the way it should be. Definitely take a look at the instructions. It makes it a lot easier, and it definitely gives a dramatic effect to this head sculpt. It really does. And one thing I would say, as I mentioned, the little parts, be careful with the removable and posable little, what are antennae, maybe? Because during the making of this video, I was not being careful enough with the little piece. It popped out, and I legit was looking for it on my floor for about 25 minutes. But yeah, they pop in, they pop out, just like with the mandibles. It's fairly easy. You just you're going to remove the little mouthpiece, and it's outlined in the instructions. I just wanted to throw one together just to say that I did it right. And yeah, you just pop it right in the little gap there. Let me see. That's not quite right. Do I rotate it around? Okay, Van, you need to pay attention. Perhaps read the instructions yourself before you just dive into it. I promise you, it's a lot easier than I'm making it look. I'm just a bit of an impatient man and just want to rush right into things. But let me circle back. I'll take a look at the instructions. And so yeah, so it pops out. Then you put it the correct way, and this is the angry spread out mandibles, and it just pops in just like that. You know, little squiggly Futurama vibes, right? If you know what I mean, let me know in the comments. And so yeah, this will fit either one of them. They've got the multiple mandibles for each. I'm gonna probably just go back with the regular ones for now, just because I like the look. You know, if it's not broken, why would I try to fix it? Now I'm gonna try and fix it by putting it back. I got it. I think I got it. I got it. I did get it. I did get it. Yes, yes. But wait a minute. Am I missing one of the? I am. Yeah. So I am, as I mentioned earlier, this is the part where I end up losing the antennae and yeah. Now let's throw some sunglasses on them. It comes with two different pairs. One's for the slimmer head, one's for the thicker head. These are accessories that, you know, like I said, I leave them in the packaging for a reason, because this is when I tend to lose things. And now that I'm thinking about it, this was the part where I ended up losing the antenna because I just wasn't being careful enough. But hey, let's take a look at the soft goods, see what's going on with these dudes. So for the purposes of the video, I went ahead and put the overcoat, and I wanted to show you how to get it on there, because I know, you know, for some folks that maybe not familiar with the line, they're not really sure, but I start off by removing the hands, get the first arm in there, and then I just bend the arm back a little bit behind them. Make sure you're paying attention to where the joints are so you don't end up overstressing something or breaking something. Then I smooth it in, and look, there we are. This is them without the overcoats. These are the two brothers together, and let's. I mean, the suits are crisp. I'm not going to lie. They look like freshly tailored. They got nice creases in them. You know, the belt looks good. The shoes look good. You know, the shirt underneath looks great. Just the way it folds and moves, the fedora on the head just, you know, lays right in there. You can, you know, kind of tuck it down over the eyes, however you want to do it. You know, he's got the white shirt, red tie on this guy. Let's take a look at his brother. And I will tell you, I do not know which one is Clyde and which one's Dingy at this point. If somebody does, definitely let me know in the comments. And then, you know, identical suit, except he's got the black shirt with the white tie. And to me, that look really pops. I'm not going to lie. You know, a similar movement. You can adjust the tie. It looks like it's kind of an elastic band around it. It's not actual tied, which in my experience makes things a little easier to work with. And yeah, his fedora just lays on there, just like his brother. And yeah, I mean, these are some dapper looking dudes. Look at that. I mean, you know, you get good movement. You can still hit the T-post even with the suit. It does hamper it a little bit, but not much. I really feel like Mezco is figuring out these suited bodies. You know, got the double jointed arms, got the double jointed legs. These guys basically they're going to move exactly like you've expected Mezco, Rumble Society, Gomez figures. If I'm not mistaken, this might even be a Gomez buck underneath here. We got the upper ab crunch, little lower ab crunch. This guy just moves. Look, he can just bend clean over. Like I said, I mean, if you like the way Gomez moves, you're going to like the way this guy moves. And let's go ahead and see how he moves with the overcoat on, right? So it does definitely impact. And I'm sorry, I just can't stop playing with this wired overcoat. I like the way they do their coats. I really do. But as I was mentioning, it does make it a little harder to hit that T-pose, because now you've got two jackets and a shirt underneath it. Still can get the double jointed arms. It, of course, does not impact the leg movement whatsoever. I mean, you get the same thing there. Your ab crunches could be the same. You know, your head movement, all that's not impacted whatsoever. Just getting those arms moving up and down. But let's maybe do some size comparisons. So first up, we're going to do a size comparison, and this one to me was like a no-brainer. Mezco, the Shadow. The Shadow knows where he can find the Decapod gang and take them out. But yeah, these obviously, they pair well together. I just, you know, and I'm sure the Dick Tracy figures would equally look great. And next up, for the size comparisons, this one makes a lot of sense to me. You can't have gangsters without their kingpin. Check it out. That's the Marvel Legend Build-A-Figure Kingpin, and he towers above him, as he should. That's definitely, the Kingpin in my head is supposed to be bigger than his dudes, right? He's just massive like that. And next up, just to give a little bit of variation, we have the G.I. Joe Classified Series Alley Viper. And they're a little bit taller than him, not going to lie, but they're anthropomorphic decapod, lobster crab people. So, yeah, I think they would be bigger than a human, at least in my head canon. And next up, we have the boss of all bosses. That's right. You know her. Dorothea from the Golden Girls. NECA Dorothea towers above these boys like a boss lady should, telling them what to do. And yeah, let's see. Let's do one more. One more size comparison. It's not a size comparison. I can't welcome a new figure into the family without introducing them to the fam. You got Van on the Mezco, the mask body, and Jordan on the Abraham Lincoln frame that I've been using. Hey, Richard, I know you're here. And now let's check out some of the little photos I took of these guys playing with them today while I give you my final review. So if you've watched my reviews, I'm a bit of a sucker when it comes to the Rumble Society. I really enjoy just the weirdness of it, and they definitely didn't leave me wanting more on this. So that's how she got crabs. But yeah, so the suits are great, the accessories are great. This thing is just chock full of stuff. Now I know some are going to say it's Mezco reuse. Well, sure, yeah, there's definitely some reuse there. I mean, you kind of have to. That's part of doing business. That's how we're able to continue to get things, and they just continue to do creative things, right? But you got tons of hands, you got tons of accessories, you got all sorts of different looks. If you're not into crustaceans, pop a different head on there. It swaps out with other Mezcos, 3D printed heads. You can have a lot of fun. Look, I mixed lines. I'm using Odious with this. I've got coming right up. I got a little, Damn Toys action coming your way in this next surprise photo. But if you haven't already gotten the gist of it, I enjoyed this offering from Mezco 112.
In case you didn't know,
the
the Purple
Decapod
Gang,
we're not just about toy reviews. We're not just about being weird. We're also about spreading purple positivity, and we have a live stream every 9 p.m. Eastern, Saturday nights. Come hang out with us. We have guests, we talk toys, we have shenanigans, we give away toys. That's right, we have free giveaways. But in order to win, you've got to subscribe to the channel. So be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like if you enjoyed this video. Leave some comments. Tell me what you'd like to know. Tell me what you'd like to see in the future. And maybe tell other people about the Purple Gang Gang. Hey, Jordan, you tell them who we are.
Purple Gang Gang.